Welcome to the channel. I don't know if you know this, but there's a couple topics I really enjoy talking about on the channel. One is firearms and different things around the firearm industry, but the other thing is knives. I think everybody should carry a decent knife on them. You never know when you're going to need it. Opening packages, cutting rope, very least possibly a self-defense tool. But it's always good to have a good pocket knife on you. And I started training up my boys in the same way, is to be safe around knives and use them when we're out camping, when we're out doing things. Knives are just a great tool and they've been around forever. And if you see on the channel, I have knives that range from, a couple $100. I probably won't get any more expensive than that to, this will probably be my cheapest one out there that I've bought intentionally since being an adult. This Buck 284 Bantam buck knives was bought at just a local fleet store or Menards, one or the other, for approximately $17. So the question is, can you get a decent knife for $17? Now let's go ahead and take a look at this knife. Now, a couple of things you'll notice that it's a lockback blade, so there's a locking mechanism. That is supposed to be one-handed opening, and it's 420 HC. Now, Buck has been using kind of different metals that their original metals are not like what we're using today with all these other different steels, but everybody always says that Buck knows how to treat their metals. No matter the metal that they do use, they treat it well and they're able to get good service out of them. And the cool thing about this one, it is made in the USA in Idaho, Post Falls, Idaho. So why don't we just open it with probably one of my favorite knives I've purchased over the years is the SOG. And to open this one, I want to be super careful because, of course, I don't want to stab myself because that would just be funny. I had to do that on YouTube. With this bubble package, I kind of like just going around the edges. Some people will take a pair of scissors. I think it's more dangerous and fun to open it with a knife, of course. So, there you go. And in reference, this is, they're relatively different sizes, a little bit shorter, but crossbar lock versus a back lock, or even kind of a mid-mount back lock. So, immediately, knife is kind of grippy. You can tell it's not the highest dollar knife, of course, it's 17 bucks, but it's riveted together with a plastic or polymer handle. I don't know if it says on here glass reinforced textured nylon. So glass reinforced nylon and GFRN are found on even high dollar knives. So it is used in the industry. Now immediately when you try to open it, you kind of feel there's a little bit of tension right there at the lockback, and then it locks into place. It is kind of, as you can see, 1, 2, 3 finger with a little bit of half of that fourth one. If you're going right to the choil there, or the finger guard there, if you kind of jump up to that little bit of a choil, I don't know if I would use that. You can fit the full hand on there. It does have like a swedge to the front, a good pointy tip, and if you look at that edge, it's kind of a drop point, real speary drop point. Not a ton of belly, but definitely looks like it can do some work. It is polished with like a mid grind up to the, not full grind, just kind of a mid grind there. It does feel sharp, and when it closes, it doesn't like to free fall, so there is some two-handedness there you have to do. There's a little bit of a detent you're overcoming right there. And when it closes, it looks like it fit well in the pocket. No pocket clip. It does have a lanyard hole. It is definitely one hand open. You can ride the thumb. Stud open, two hand close. Just with that, you might be able to get some use on it and try to get that to drop, but it doesn't look like it out of the box. Kind of a neat little knife. Let's see if out of the box it will cut taper. I got a little bit of a note here. A little bit of hangout. It could do it okay. So there is the Buck 284 Bantam not a bad little blade for 17 bucks. If you needed, if let's say you went to a new place and you did not, I don't want to get that shadow there and the brightness of that light. If you went to a new area and had to not be able to bring a knife, let's say you flew there or whatever, you wanted to go buy a knife for your trip, 17 bucks, pretty cheap to be able to go pick up a decent blade to put in your pocket, and then you can give it away before you leave to fly back home. So not a bad little knife. That knife is going to be given to my son, so he will probably like it. I hope so. Kind of a step up or a continuation of his knife collection. He has been given for his first knife was a Swiss Army. So there you go. Thanks for coming to the channel, checking out the Buck 284 Bantam. Hope you guys stay connected, stay informed. See you on the next video.